All right, so number one, the first thing I want to do is make sure that you guys are able to scan your lab work to submit them. So I don't know if any of you guys watched the video of how to scan yet. However, I figure I'd at least walk you guys through it. If you guys have not yet downloaded OneDrive, I will ask you guys to download OneDrive and get that turned on right now or open it. So on your phone. Did you already connect to Florida Southwestern State College Wi-Fi yet? They still didn't let you? Did you go to IT? Why would you do that? Okay. I would tell you to go to IT help desk after your classes are done, and it probably won't take too long. I'm sure they're not as busy as you think they are. Not public, the Florida Southwestern State College. The username is your portal password, your portal name at bucks.fsw.edu, and your password is your portal password, which is what I talked about on the first day. So in case of anybody's new in this classroom, which it happens quite often. So I'm sharing my phone right now. So if I go to your class, go to pages, front page. So in case of anybody's new, it's username at Bucks. No, Bucks, B-U-C-S. Dot FSW dot edu. Your password is your portal password. Unless your password has personal information in it. So look up here really quick. So if this is your first class here, number one, everything that I do is recorded for your sake, not for anything else. If you go to week one on the Canvas homepage, you will see that the first day of class was recorded. The left side, you will see the PDF I provided, which is everything that I covered on the first day. If you go on the right side, that will be the video of everything I recorded that day, which includes what we covered, everything that we talked about on the first day, so that this way, if today's your first day, you didn't miss anything as long as you review the video. These are pre-recorded videos, and then that was just what I talked about on the sheet. And then this right here, the live lecture, is what we recorded as the lecture part, the notes, okay? So, and then these are, again, pre-recorded videos. So you see like 3.1, 3.2, those are pre-recorded, and those are from 5 years ago. So, and then anything that says live lecture, those are live, okay? So this way you don't miss anything, all right? I'm not sure if anybody else is new, but I figure I'd at least throw that out there. All right, so let's talk about scanning, all right? So I like using OneDrive, at least for you guys, because it's cloud storage. So I'm going to click on OneDrive. So if you have it, please click on it so you can kind of walk through this, okay? So number one, and people at home, please do the same thing. So number one, you can, on the bottom right, you see the plus sign. Click on the plus sign, and then hit scan, which is right then in the center. Now, this only works with the mobile apps. On your computer, obviously, the OneDrive is just OneDrive. There's nothing, it's just cloud, all right? So once you do that, I want you guys to notice at the very bottom, you see document. You can keep on swiping to the left and get whiteboard, business card, photo. I want to make sure that you guys keep it on document, okay? Now, I have a document here right now, and just so you guys understand this, Number one, how do I want to say this? Oh, number one, so the problem is that most of you guys are going to do this when you guys are scanning. Like you're going to lay right on top of the picture like you're going to like take a picture. Is that right? The problem is that with our recessed lighting in all of our homes is that it's going to cast a shadow of your phone and your arms onto the paper. Does that make sense? The cool part about this is that I can leave it just this way, right, on a slight angle so that this way it doesn't cast any shadows, okay? So you guys see that there's 4 corners that's trying to, like, corner the paper right now. So I'm going to sit there and I'm going to corner the paper and take the picture. And there it is, okay? Everybody see that? Okay. It looks really small. Doesn't look like it's going to come up really well, but we'll talk about it in just a minute. Now, below that picture, you see your scan, which looks normal. And then to the right of it, there's a camera with a plus symbol. The camera with a plus symbol just says, hey, I want to add another page. Because remember I said on the first day, I want multiple pages as one file, right? Great. Second page. I'm going to click on that camera with a plus symbol. And there I go again. Hey. Boom. There it is. It's done. Great. Ask, more pages? Scan all? Yeah, that's what I want to do because I got another page right here. Right? And then I want to also show you if you have something with a black background, like it's a chair, black T-shirt. If you looked at the video, I use a black T-shirt. So if I do this, so again, I want to scan all. Now it gives me this again, and because it is a black background, typically it does a better job of boxing it in. Okay? So let's say that your lab work, your work is just 3 pages. On the bottom right, you see 3. I scanned 3 pages. Makes sense, right? So I'm going to hit that 3 because I'm done scanning. Now, again, it gives me back to this place right here again. Yes? Okay. So I can hit review and edit. Now I get to see all 3 pages. Right? Now, what's wrong with this picture right here? I can see the desk. I told you guys I just want a clean scan, right? I don't need to see the desk. I don't need to see the couch. I don't need to see your legs. I don't need to see what kind of pants you're wearing. None of that, right? I don't need to see your thumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this, right? So throughout all the apps, all the symbols mean the same thing, right? Just like if you were to, you guys never heard of a VCR player before. You guys know DVD players, Blu-ray players, right? Anything that has a remote that you want to play something is the same symbol. You don't even need to look at, oh, that says play, I'm going to hit play, right? You see the symbol of a right arrow, single right arrow, that's play, right? A square block means stop. Double arrow to the right means fast forward. Double arrow to the left means rewind, right? So we all know those symbols. So I want you guys to understand this symbol as well. On the screen, with the paper in the gray, you see the A, you see the scribble, and then you see this square-looking thing. This square-looking thing means crop, all right? So for some of you guys, you know what that means. For some of you guys, you do not. But I'm going to hit that button right there so that I can crop. Now, here, I know the bad news about this is that I can't, like, zoom in, right? I can just do the best I can. Now, on that picture, you guys see flat lines, and you guys see dots. Dots is to control the corners, right? So if I click on the bottom right corner, if I hold on to that and start moving it, it will zoom in to show me where that is going to go. Everybody see that? Right? If I come out here, it gives me more. Come over here, I can see that I'm closing in on the white corner, right? On the left, I'm going to go ahead and take that flat part and actually move the whole thing in. Bad news is that that doesn't zoom in. And then the top, same thing. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. Bottom, I'm going to bring it in a little bit. So yes, so if you have spirals, like you just took a picture of your notebook, if you have spirals, just slide the side in. I'm going to hit the check mark on the bottom right-hand corner to say I'm done. Let's see what that looks like. Looks pretty good. The top I can crop a little bit more. Great. I'm just going to crop. Grab the top. Oops, a little too much, right? Hit done. Cool. Pretty clean. Yes? All right. Now, don't forget, okay, let me go on this one here. This is pretty good overall. It did a pretty darn good job. I can crop a little bit on top. If it's just a little bit, I'm not going to really worry about it. But I'm going to just tell you when I hit crop, notice that I have rotate on that, right? In case if that comes out sideways, because what you guys don't realize is that when you guys turn your phone sideways and then you're flat and then you come back over, it doesn't actually rotate back to normal unless you notice the symbols are changed, right? So one of your scans might be sideways, right? Over here, you can actually rotate it so that it's not sideways, right? So I just want you guys to realize that. And since I'm here, I might as well just go up a little bit too much. Boom, check mark, done, all right? Now, cool part about the black background is, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but if I go back here, oops, dang it. If I go back to the crop here, I want you guys to notice something. Notice the right side, it went too far. The black background, I don't see it. Everybody see that? I don't see it. I have no idea. I can't tell if it's there or not, right? So, so the question is, what do I do from here, right? So from here, I'm done with the scan. I'm good, right? And for some, when you guys write on your papers, you guys curve the crap out of the paper, right? And I'll always comment with, thank you, but my eyes can actually see the flat things flat. Meaning, you don't have to slant the right side for me, for my right eye, and then slant the left side for my eyes, okay? Flat is fine, all right? So you guys can just hit finish. And you can rename. Let's rename it to MAT1033. Oops. LabWork 1 sample. This is the 10 a.m. class. There we go. Hit confirm. Confirm. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the 2025 fall. Okay? I'm going to hit save. Boom, done. I'm saved. Okay? It's uploaded. It's done. Any questions so far? Scanning pretty easy? Okay. So, now I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to go ahead and share. Yeah, I'm going to share this screen. All right. So, how do I submit it? Number one, when you log into your portal, I'll bring this over just so you guys can see it. I am lucky because I have this employee quick links, but you should have a Microsoft 365. If I click on that, now I'm not sure if you guys have it or not. I'm going to leave this meeting here with my phone. So here, with Microsoft 365, if I just left it there, I can actually talk to Copilot if I want to. Better yet, over on the left side, you see a bunch of choices. I'm going to go ahead and hit on Apps and click on OneDrive. And OneDrive comes up. On the left side, My Files. Now, if you don't see that, like I said on the first day, on your phone with OneDrive, log in with your school credentials. Okay? You can download on your computer OneDrive as well as a software, and you can log in with your school credentials, okay? Because if you log in your personal credentials, then what's going to happen is that they're like, how are you going to pay for this, right? So over here, I told you that I downloaded here or uploaded here, so let's look for it. MAT 1033 LabWorks 1 sample. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to hit download. Okay. So it's downloaded in my downloads folder. I'm going to go back to week 1. Click on LabWorks 1. Actually, I'm going to view as a student here. Hold on. So anytime you see this pink border around it, it means that I'm viewing it as if you were viewing this. I'm going to scroll down to LabWorks 1. On the top, it's going to say Start Assignment. So I'm going to click on Start Assignment. Over here, now, you guys can actually do this. And I'll explain why. Because if you actually have your LabWorks done and you haven't submitted yet, you can actually do this right now if you actually scan something, and it won't like hinder your submission. Okay? So if I click on this, okay, I want to go to Downloads. There it is. Submit. What you want to see. So if you decide to try to try to submit your assignment through the app, right? Because most of the scanning apps will connect to Canvas Student. You can actually select the assignment that you want to submit and submit that way if you want to. I would tell you to not do that only because it only works like 70% of the time. I haven't seen that percentage go up yet. If you decide to do that, you still want to log into Canvas, go to LabWorks 1, and make sure that this is shown up. It's telling me that it is submitted, a time and date. The problem with submitting through the app is going to tell you submitted. The problem is that it might have not. That's why I'm saying that only works like 70% of the time. Because I've had students that done it like for the first 5 LabWorks, and then the 6th one says, nah, not going to submit it. But it's going to say, yay, you submitted. And then nothing shows up. And then they wonder why their grade was low because there was nothing to grade. Okay? So as long as that shows up. Now, again, if you decide to take a picture and try to submit that, it won't do it. If you try to submit a Word document, it won't do it. It'll only accept a PDF file. So yes, if you want to, you could take a picture and say, Google, convert this to PDF. Then you got to figure out how to like combine those as one. That's number one. Number two, the issue with that is this. When you convert a photo to a PDF, a photo is actually a very large, it takes a lot of storage, okay? So I don't know if you guys ever emailed a photo before. If you email a photo, it's going to give you 4 choices. When you hit send, it's going to show you 4 choices. Choice 1, small, medium, large, actual size, right? I don't know if the medium is actually there, but I think it is. And next to each one of those is going to tell you how much storage it actually takes. Okay? Now, if you convert a photo to a PDF, I want you to try this. Look at the size of that photo. Convert it to PDF, I want you to look at the size of that PDF file. There's not a humongous difference. Even though if it's down to a paper size, right? Because a regular photo, an actual photo, because of these megapixels that we're getting, great photos, because in actuality is much larger of a size. Just because we're shrinking it to this size, all that detail is still there. Okay? All those megapixels is still there. It's just shrinking it to this size. That's all it is doing. So what's going to happen is that the size of the file doesn't change much. I'm going to guess it's more in the megabytes rather than the kilobytes. What's the difference? Megabytes is in millions of bytes. Kilobytes is in thousands of bytes. Humongous difference. And when it's in the megabytes, chances are when I pull your work up on the iPad to start grading, it's going to say can't upload it. Why? Because it's too large of a file. If I can't open it, then I can't grade it. So therefore, you got the grade that you got as if you didn't submit. Okay? Well, I guess different. You'll get 10% because you submitted something. If you didn't submit anything, it would be just 0. Okay? Any questions there so far? Now, you are graded based on a rubric here. And I want you to notice that the rubric is 4, 3, 1, 0. So from 3 to 1 is a 20% difference here. That's a lot of points. That's 2 grade points difference here, right? But I couldn't justify because someone and I actually talked about should I put a 2 points in here, but we couldn't justify it. We couldn't word it. Because 4 points is if you got everything there. 3 points if you missed 1 or 2 things. 1 is you missed majority of the stuff, but you put something down. And 0 is that you just totally skipped it, right? So, like, where is the line where it is a 3 to a 2 to a 1 versus a 3 to a 1, right? So, now, the other thing is that every single week I will write out an answer key for the problem that I graded. All right? So if I graded number 6, I'm going to write out number 6, the problem, what we know, and the work and understanding. Okay? And since I'm writing on an iPad, chances are the scan is going to be good, right? So if you're using an iPad, you can export from the iPad out as a PDF and submit that. Please do not take pictures of your screen or take screenshots and try to submit that, okay? Just export it as a PDF and submit it. If you guys don't know how to do that, we can talk, all right? Now, if you don't want to keep on scrolling on this, you can always just click on Rubric. If you click on Rubric, it will show you what the rubric is and the description, okay? Now, notice that if you go back up, it says New Attempt. What does New Attempt mean to you? Starting over. Try again. Right? Meaning this. Right now, I can click on this link right here of the submission. I can see exactly what I submitted. Yes? Okay? And notice that black I don't see still, right, on the side. So let's say that one of those pages was sideways. You're like, oh, crap, I messed up, right? You didn't quite see it when you scanned it. Now you saw it when it's sideways. So you go back in the app, you rotate it so it's correct. That's when you go hit New Attempt. Does that make sense? New Attempt, to me, is a message that you're saying to me, hey, Chan, please ignore what my previous submissions. Grade this one. Is that fair? Okay. It doesn't say up there, upload your next file to be graded. Upload page 2. Because in the past, what people have done is they would scan one page, submit that, hit New Attempt, submit this, hit New Attempt, submit this. Well, what does that mean? It means, hey, Chan, ignore this one. Hey, Chan, please ignore this one. Grade this one. Right? That's what New Attempt means. So if the problem I'm grading is not on this page, guess what? You didn't do that problem. Because every time you click New Attempt, you're telling me to ignore the previous, right? So I want you guys to understand that piece as well. So that's the reason why I said to you guys, if you guys did scan something, you can actually follow me and actually submit it. Because when you scan your actual lab work, you can just hit New Attempt. It says, all right, discard that one. Fair? Okay. Any other questions for me? Nothing? How about you folks at home? Any questions there? We're good? GS, you gotta get this right. All right. So if you guys have no other questions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the home. I'm going to leave student view, and I'm going to stop this